Hello Ghana for for any obi biara aha Ghanatube so modofo snowy any abusian for matana say maji akonye yi no ehun say ai ensem no edoso ye pa eno na mede boy say wonsom no eno eni nipa abusian for entempa no di mechie na ensem bia ewo ho ana say bia ekoso ewo man Ghana no say memfa ensom di mechi.
Oil exploration firm Tullow has announced that it has commenced fresh drilling operations on the Jubilee field. The move, which is part of Tullow's 2-year program aimed at boosting oil production from the Jubilee area, will increase government's revenue from the sector. Here's more in the following report.
According to Tullow Oil, the upcoming campaign will be rolled out in phases beginning in May 2025, with additional activity scheduled for November and extending into 2026. It argues that we're building on previous high-performance records, taking drilling management to new heights throughout the project. The exploration firm in the notice added that this new campaign follows the completion of previous drilling program which ended in December 2024. This, Tullow says, delivered 18 new wells, 6 months ahead of schedule, and it was below budget. The earlier campaign noted that the managing director of Tullow Oil Ghana, Jean Madama, has also stated that this move shows that Tullow Oil remains confident in Ghana's resource base. The announcement by Tullow Oil is coming at a time that production from the country's oil fields have been declining over the past month. Therefore, for some, this should come as good news for stakeholders and even government.
Now, President John Mahama has underscored the importance of enhanced trade relations between Ghana and the European Union, describing it as a critical step toward deeper economic cooperation. Speaking at the 2025 Ghana-EU Business Forum in Accra, the president noted that the EU remains one of Ghana's key trading partners, with imports from Ghana totaling approximately $3.25 billion in recent figures.
A world order that is changing from multilateral rules-based systems to unilateral and transactional relationships. We are proud of our partnership with the European Union. Our trade relationship with the European Union remains robust and mutually beneficial. According to the United Nations Comtrade database on international trade, in 2024, the EU imported approximately $3.25 billion worth of goods from Ghana and exported a total of $3.65 billion worth of goods to Ghana. It is worth mentioning overall that Ghana's total exports in 2024 reached a high of 294.9 billion Ghana cedis, which approximately stands at $20.4 billion US. And Ghana recorded a trade surplus overall of 44.7 billion Ghana cedis. 3 commodities accounted for over 82% of our total exports, and these are gold at 163 billion Ghana cedis, mineral fuels and oil at 54.2 billion Ghana cedis, and cocoa and other related products at 28.6 billion Ghana cedis. In the first quarter of 2025, we've already recorded a 13% increase in non-traditional exports, such as processed foods, textiles, and shea butter, reflecting the positive impact of governments-backed industrial policies and renewed market access to the EU.
President Mahama has attributed the recent appreciation of the cedi to prudent policy decisions by the government.
The Ghanaian cedi, which depreciated by 19.2% in 2024, has shown signs of recovery, appreciating by 3.9% against the US dollar by the end of April 2025. This has been supported by stronger forex inflows, improved trade balances, and growing investor confidence. Our gross international reserves have improved further from $8.98 billion in December 2024 to $10.6 billion by April 2025. This is equivalent to almost 5 months of import cover. This reflects enhanced export earnings, particularly from gold and non-traditional exports, as well as timely disbursements from our multilateral partners. Fiscal consolidation is underway. We reduced the fiscal deficit on commitment basis from 7.5% of GDP in 2024 to 6.4% in the first half of 2025. And we're on track to meet our 2025 target end year of 3.1% through expenditure rationalization, improved domestic revenue mobilization, and strong anti-corruption measures. These figures, though early in the year, are clear signs of a disciplined and inclusive economic recovery.
Now, the Bank of Ghana has assured that it remains committed to reviewing the cash reserve ratio for commercial banks. In 2024, the central bank implemented monetary measures that required banks to hold a significant portion of their deposits, including foreign currency accounts, with the regulator. The move has impacted lending activities and increased the cost of holding foreign currencies. Dr. Mumini Zachary, First Deputy Governor of the Bank of Ghana, explains further.
Well, policy is not a static, event. It's a dynamic one, and we look at the numbers at all times to take one decision or the other. The assurance, though, is that we are looking at the numbers again, and if it becomes necessary that some adjustments are made, those will be made. But let me add quickly that with the current trajectory of the developments on the foreign exchange market, it's even better for them, requiring them to keep for the reserves in cedis. So what it means is that with the cedi appreciating, they are actually required to back the foreign currency deposits they have with less and less cedis. So in this particular case, I'm sure you will not get anyone, really complain. But we are looking at the numbers, and if the numbers, show that there should be any adjustments, why not? We will not hesitate at all.
12% inflation end of the year. There are some who are saying that it is quite an ambitious target. How do you respond to those who say that, yes, because if I look at the data from the IMF, the World Bank, and all these external institutions, they are more moderate to their projections. What do you tell those who are saying that it's too ambitious?
I don't see it exactly as being too ambitious. It is something that is within reach, perhaps even better. If you look at, again, what is happening, currently on our markets, that just, gives, you would have also seen our policy stance again. I keep mentioning this, and it's all linked. Now, aside that, you will also see that there are also some steps that are being taken to deal with the food side of it.
Now, Ghanaians could see a significant reduction in the cost of living and doing business starting next week, as the Ghana Private Road Transport Union has agreed to cut transport fares by 15% effective this Saturday. Judge Afi has more in the following report.
The Ghana Private Road Transport Union, at a meeting with their members yesterday morning, agreed to reduce fares by 15%. General Secretary of the union, Gov't, told Joy Business that they agreed on this margin of reduction before going to brief the transport minister about this development yesterday afternoon. So if these unionized transport operators do go ahead to reduce fares as announced, that could bring some relief to businesses and individuals. This is because for a lot of individuals, their transport budget constitutes one of their biggest spending items. We should also not forget about how this development could also impact positively on the marginal reduction in prices of some food items on the market, and how that could also go a long way to slow inflation in the coming months. For businesses, it could help in reducing their cost of transporting goods to their factories, and how that could also affect their budget going forward. We should also not forget about the reduction in prices of petroleum products, and how that could impact positively on the cost of doing business in the country.
Yo etiefo yako aba uti insem no ese ode anase anya ode dey ene wadwintwe fa wadwintwe no ewu kimi ewo comment section no na menje boy enkinkan emo fefefe aha Ghanatube so ebusianfo sisiade macram.